Okay, so I have not given this any consideration.
Okay, so right on the spot. I like it.
Right, yeah.
Hot off the press.
Yes, yes.
Fresh off the mind. Freestyling.
I say right now, number one, I'm going to go with your boy. I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson. He's having a phenomenal year. He's being consistent with what he's doing. And he got the wins to back it, right? You add all that together, I think, you had to put him in that number one slot, For me, probably then followed by Russell Wilson, number two slot. I don't think my boy is completely out of that conversation yet. Mm-hmm. I have Mahomes at 3, right? If he fuck around and get hot, if the team starts to sink, I think he could, make that argument. But let's be honest. He won it last year. The chance of him winning it this year, slim to none. Yeah. Right? Especially when you got a new guy on the scene, putting up, and producing the way he is.
Yeah, I feel you.
So just that, I think that gives Lamar the advantage in that regard for the run. If it ends up a neck and neck kind of thing, Mm-hmm. So Pat 3. This is where it gets a little thick for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna put McCaffrey in there. Mm-hmm. Number 4. Unfortunately in NFL, running backs, all they do, the pounding that they take, the sacrifices they make for their team, they're just not valued the way they should be.
Which I actually talked about before, and I'm surprised by that, because running backs literally do everything. Catch the ball, protect your quarterback, run the ball, like everything. You would think they'll be more of a premium.
You're right. And when you think about it, right, I mean, how intricate they are in terms of what the offense is trying to do.
Right.
They're interwoven into that fabric in every phase of the game.
They're more
offensively.
People, for some reason, receivers are getting paid more than running backs, but running backs are more important to your offense than a receiver.
Yes.
When was the last time you seen a superstar receiver win a Super Bowl? Like a top 5 receiver win a Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just, I think people put too much of a premium on receivers and not enough of a premium on running backs.
Again, the ability to run the ball, protect your number one asset on the field, that being the quarterback.
They're the last line of defense for the quarterback.
Yes, and then to be able to catch the ball coming out of the backfield and make something happen, it's sad. But I think McCaffrey definitely belongs in that discussion.
Yeah.
I'll put him at 4.
Okay.
After that, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Because you can't say, I would like to nominate the Patriots defense at number 5.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
you could say Gilmore.
Yeah.
Gilmore he's the best cornerback in his league right now, and he's been shutting shit down.
Yeah, he's balling.
So you can give him some votes.
Yeah, he's balling. That number 5, man, I don't know.
MVP is really, it's very rare that you see defensive players being in discussion. You got Aaron Donald type seasons, J.J. Watt type seasons where you're just disrupting full games. So very rarely, and the last one to win it was Lawrence Taylor. I think he's the only one to win it. MVP is an offensive award.
Yes.
It's a quarterback award.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
And that's why I'm looking in my head. I'm going through the list of names. Do we go with A-Rod?
Yeah.
Do we go with Breeze? You know? To me,
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas is playing good.
Yeah.
Right. But for me, wide receivers, because of how frequent they touch the ball, I don't think they have that big of an impact on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not too many wide receivers believe in run block support.
Yeah.
So they're tough for me. I don't really consider,
I feel you. All right, so my top 5, it actually changed from last week because I had Dak Prescott in my top 5, and after that performance, he's out. Mm-hmm. So right now, number 5, I got Dalvin Cook, and he's a new entry on mine.
Okay.
So Dalvin Cook, I got number 5, and to me, he's making that whole Minnesota offense go.
That he is.
So I got Dalvin Cook 5. I got 4 Christian McCaffrey. And you can kind of flip-flop those two. Like, you can put Dalvin Cook in front of McCaffrey based on team success. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I just think McCaffrey's having a better overall season and kind of being more valuable to his team. But those two, I got 4 or 5. Number 3, I got Patrick Mahomes. Even with him missing a couple of games. He missed, what, 2 games?
2 games. 2.5.
2.5 games. So, yeah, even with him missing 2.5 games, the dude still has over 2,600 yards passing, 19 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And you can just see when he's on the field that Kansas City Chiefs are a different team.
Yes.
So I got him 3. Number 2, I got Russell Wilson. Again, just he's dominating. Like, the dude has been fucking phenomenal all season long. And, yeah, he's coming off a bye week. He's fresh, and I think he continues on pace to become the MVP. And then first place, in my opinion, again, Lamar Jackson. What he's been doing all season long has just been phenomenal. And it's not that he's just putting up numbers. It's that he's putting up numbers against elite, talented teams. Like, he dominated the Seahawks. He dominated the Patriots on a national stage. He dominated the Houston Texans. He's dominated the LA Rams on Monday Night Football. And now he has another chance to go in there and beat another good team in San Francisco. If he puts up a performance this game against San Francisco, he might solidify his MVP candidacy. He might solidify that no matter if he just has like a above average season for the remainder of the year, as long as Baltimore keeps winning and he puts up a good performance against San Fran on Sunday.
As long as they're finishing strong,
right?
You know, like the win's got to be there.
I think this one here kind of just like last week's performance against LA on Monday night, and I called it too, man. It's like a movie. Like, you got Lamar Jackson coming into LA to Hollywood. It's a perfect movie setting. And I predict he's going to put on a performance, and again, he did. And I'm thinking again the same thing with San Fran in Baltimore. He just continues forward and just keeps being awesome. I fucking love this shit, man. This is a beautiful thing.
By the way, what did y'all do to Penn?
Double teamed his ass. Whole game.
I didn't see him jump off on the screen at all.
From play snap number 1. If you go back and watch, like, we can YouTube it right now. You watch the very first snap. It was the center and Yonda double teaming his ass. And it continued on the whole game. That's one person that was not going to beat us. We played man to man on all the other defensive players. But when it was coming to Donald Penn, it was 2 guys on him at all times. Fuck that. Yeah. He ain't about to be blowing up our offensive scheme. You're done, bro.
Yeah.
San Fran's going to be a little bit different because they got fucking phenomenal talent all across that line.
Board, yeah.
Yeah, so. But, I predicted a blowout again, so hopefully it comes true. All right, man. That's about it, man. This is a good episode. A little bit longer than what I expected, but I think we got some in-depth analysis that the people can take home and enjoy. You know
I agree.
I mean?
I agree.
I was trying to think of who you got. I really couldn't come up with nothing on the fly. Got to be a little bit more prepared next time. Sorry about that. Got to think of something real quick. Nah, I can't. I'm not about to bullshit.
And that's okay.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Maybe next week. But, yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, this was
thanks
dope.
For having me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. If you're listening to this podcast, make sure that you go and like the Facebook page, Sports Your Enthusiasm Podcast, Sports Your Enthusiasm Sports Podcast. Go and follow us on Twitter at SYE Pod. Email me any questions, comments, anything that you want to talk about. Sports Your Enthusiasm Podcast at gmail.com. Make sure that you are staying hydrated and drinking more water. We got our waters right here, man. You got to stay hydrated out there.
Yes, we do.
You know what I mean? And until next time, be talking to you guys next week. Thanks for listening. Take care.